Welcome back to Bitcoin Advisor channel. My name is Chris, bringing it to you here from Westlake Village, California, where all your dreams come true. Yes, sir. And what do we got here? Adam, I'm going to throw up a little trade for you guys this morning because I just got in here early. And wanted to throw this one up here because I was following up on a trade from yesterday. Or 2 days ago when we went over the live stream. Somebody asked me about Adam, and this played out really nice, actually. We have this broadening wedge coming up to the upside here. In the complex world of Bitcoin and macroeconomics, we are here to give you a bird's eye view from the macro level down to the micro level. We're going to marry the two together and let them have a little baby and give you the best education we can every single day. I hope you enjoy the video. And again, KuCoin, I don't love you because your tools are not cool. They're not cool. But however, what we got here is this rising, broadening wedge. Call it a rising pizza, call it a shooting star, call it whatever you want to call it, but this is how I draw it out. And essentially what I'm doing here is I'm looking for a shot up to this 1546. So I'm going to limit out because that's the way you get the most profit. But also you have to be managing this more. So that'll be a $4,600 profit if it hits while I'm on stream. And, you know, the truth is it could go a little bit more. Go for a little bit more, but I want to take those profits early and often. And where does that come in line? Right with this prior high over here. But I do believe if we take out that wick, you know, this could get extended a bit higher. Adam's already up 4% today. And on stream, I said, hey, when we break this wedge, likely to come back, test the top side. The support here, in fact, why don't I bring this in? Boy, you know, the internet is a whole nother beast, I tell you what. High-speed internets are good to have. And needless to say, this is a perfect test of the 21. In confluence, this broadening wedge on the 4-hour. What else do we have on the 4-hour that is not lining up with an upside move? And I did say, hey, look, very likely we're going to test and pull back and then head higher. So if you were on the live stream, by the way, we're going to have a Discord here soon. I'm going to drop the Discord in the link tomorrow. Also, yesterday, I'm going to put the info at Bitcoin Advisors. If you want to get the free guide to bullish and bearish divergence, just email us and we'll shoot that out to you. But technical target on this is up there, falling pizza style or rising pizza style. I really don't even like those for the breakout, but what do we also have on the 15-minute? Going to cross down here, so maybe I should have already took those profits, right? But I do have about half this or a little bit more to add to the stack. We got 30 more minutes on this 4-hour closure, and as long as the dollar doesn't get shot in the face, then I would expect a little bit more upside continuation. Excuse me, as long as the dollar doesn't start rallying going into this jobs report, which is going to be coming up here in another hour and 57 minutes. I'm not even going to tell you what time it is because you're going to think I'm crazy getting in here this early. But you know what? Sometimes duty calls, and I got to get up before the rest of the people get in here. Otherwise, well, you know, things like payroll and jobs and all the important things of life hit, and you don't get that time in behind the trading, the time in the battle station that is needed, much needed. And yeah, so I'm gonna just and you know, to be fair, this isn't investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor, yada yada yada. I just wanted to follow up on this trade setup we had going. And really, again, taking profits early and often, right? So when you have these wedge type formations, you measure at the 50 percentile. And then you, and it'd be really nice if KuCoin would integrate with TradingView. I mean, that'd be so much nicer, right? So 16 bucks in the cards. We're at 1507. If this thing moves $1, you know, that'll be looking really sweet. Checking in on the crypto bubbles here for the hour. Any outliers? Anybody popping up? Tough, strong, render. Atom up 1.9%. Yeah. CRV, Curve, Mr. Curve hitting it up. All right. I guess we'll jump into some analysis here. Starting it off with the daily dollar analysis. And what did we say yesterday on Mr. Dollar? And I do like that for some more downside action on the 5-minute at least. And we filled the gap. You know, the dollar's been a little bit of a not nice gentleman, not being a gentleman at all. And the dollar is going to lead this market, I would say, absolutely right into the U.S. payrolls report from Mr. ADP. By the way, I don't even like ADP. ADP, I don't like them. The service is horrible and it's expensive and it's not cool at all. So what do I see here? And what did we say yesterday? I was expecting a little bit more downside, but you know the great old saying, close enough is close enough. So we did call this one good on the 4-hour as we broke back down below that support into this triangle. We said, hey, very likely going to hit that bottom side of the range. We gapped down, filled the gap, shot through it, and that was continuation up to the green 55. I said, what's likely to happen is we retest the breakdown level. We shot through it pretty strong, came up to the green 55, and now we are rejecting, and that is a bearish candle on the board. If we do get kicked back into the bearish control zone, this area right here, that will look good for some more downside displeasures, as well as this would confirm as a local high coming back from this pivot right here. So identifying that bullish and bearish divergence is going to be key in your trading acumen. Now, where does the real divergence come from? Right here. So I'm going to move this over and point this out for you guys. So what do we have? One. Yep. We got, I'm going to mark it off here. I'm going to mark it off. And hopefully you guys can see this. One. No, where's my drawing tool? And this is giving me the confidence to take this long. Because when the dollar goes down, risk assets go up, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then the stronger altcoins are going to outperform Bitcoin, right? To the upside and to the downside. One high, lower high, lower high. That is not a lower high than this high. That's a higher high. Okay, that would be 3 drives. Based on the 3 drive philosophy, I'm looking for a shot back to the bottom side of the range, which could be said that it's played out. However, no, I would expect one more continuation drive down to the 382. And let me show you what I mean by that. What is the 382 on the fibs? Okay. Excuse me, the 618. On a bearish retracement. On a bearish retracement. So, as the dollar comes down to this 618 minimum, probably the little bit further even. Yeah, look at this. It's all working out. This is a bull trap, right? Where do the bull traps come in? So on a bullish retracement, you're going to go from the high to the low on that retracement. And where do the bull traps come in? Right at the 618 fib. Right here. This is the 618. What is the bull trap? It traps the bulls. What are the bear traps? It traps the bears, right? So We came up right at the 618, got rejected, and minimum, you're looking for a move back down to the 236. Don't ask me why. It's something to do with Mr. Fibonacci, okay? So, I could be wrong. And the dollar has absolutely been all over the place. But the overall trend with the dollar is down. And because of the dollar liquidity that is coming into this market due to the debt ceiling, which we just went over the debt ceiling, so Congress has to raise it. They have $400 billion. The U.S. Treasury has $400 billion of liquidity just sitting there, and it's going to have to get injected to the market. And believe it or not, that's going to bring the dollar's value down. Risk assets typically go up when there is more dollar liquidity. Why? Those dollars get put into the private banks and then spread out to the investors so that people can go take more risk. Don't ask me why. Check out the Real Vision podcast they did yesterday. Phenomenal show. Love those guys. And they really do bring some nice insight. So momentum will cross down below 101.18. Volatility is declining here. And yeah, there's going to be some volatility going into this jobs report. And look at this. Another thing. Look. Wells Fargo senior economist says recession more likely than not. Oh, look at Bitcoin popping up, Ethereum popping up. It's so funny how Bitcoin and Ethereum are now all over Bloomberg. What do you know, after they called it rat poison squared and everything else for so long? So what are we doing? We're running a 2% profit. Are we going to hit that profit at $4,000 profit? Guys, I wish I would have took the long off of my position. But hey, I'll take $800. I'll take 2.6% in 10 minutes, right? Not bad to start off the day, guys. Cooking with Crisco here. No, we're not making cookies yet, but I would love to see Mr. Adam have a little more lift off as we're taking out these wicks. And gosh, look at that. Watch it hit the target. And guys, I like to take those profits early and often. Volatility is increasing. Stokes are up. We're in the bullish control zone on the 15-minute time frame. This is why I love trading. I love it. I love it. It's like music to my ears. It helps me feel alive in the morning, guys. All right. Smash the like button. Like and subscribe if you like the channel. If you're finding the content valuable. So talking about Adam, let's check in on NASDAQ. And hopefully this profit gets hit in this short term, right? Because guess what? What I could do now is I could lock in some of those gains, but this thing's looking bullish, looking lift-off-ish, looking like it wants to head a little bit higher, right? And guys, if you're bored of hearing me talk, I always love to do this. Play it on fast forward. Everything will go faster. You'll get through your day. These minutes are 10, 15 minutes. I mean, these videos are 10, 15 minutes tops. We're 13 minutes in. Let's check in on a couple other assets like the NASDAQ, which I do believe the NASDAQ, and guys, the narrative changes on a dime here, right? It can change on a dime. And what did we say yesterday? That was our target yesterday. Target hit. Target hit on the NASDAQ based off of what? The hidden bullish divergence, 1, 2, 3 drive philosophy gets you a shot to the top side of the range. And will we get extension? Will we get lift off? I would say this. If the jobs report does come in bullish for the dollar, or bearish for the dollar, right? So payrolls essentially, let me pull this chart up. Go to myfxbook.com. I should get a little shout out from MyX for every day I shout them out. Economic calendar here. Let's see what we got. I'm going to post this video early. My social media guy is not even here. He ain't here, and he doesn't even get here on early hours. Some people have a hard time getting up early. Where's your grit, right? Where is your grit? Yeah, so my FX book calendar, BOE, the Bank of England, Phil speech. Wonder what he's going to talk about. Okay, non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate, and private participation rate, S&P Global Services, whatever that is, and ISM non-manufacturing. Wow. Seems like they go over a lot of the same numbers over and over, but what is everybody talking about? Non-farm payrolls, that's the number. And I thought it was ADP. ADP. Oh, this is going to be another average hourly earnings. That'll be big as well. So maybe I'll do a live stream right when this is going to pop off. Because it is still early, guys. It is early. Notice the time. It is early. But I go to bed at like 8 o'clock. Or at least I tried to last night. So I went to bed at 9. Anyways, sometimes I just wake up early. And I like it. I love it, in fact. Because this is sometimes where the best trades get entered. And, yeah, so we got 15 minutes left on the dollar. Let's check in on the dollar. And really, how do I use this dollar confluence? Okay, we're still crossed down, and volatility is almost beginning to decline. So the dollar may bounce here. Looks like it might be forming a little bit of a bottom. And what I would see, 15-minute back above 101.67. And this thing's going to rally back up at least to that green 55. We got the silver cross coming in there. So that does not play along with my narrative. And you can see some of these profits are getting taken away off of this guy. So question is, are we going to get a little bit more juice off of this rally? And is our target going to get hit, or is it going to come back down? And sometimes, anyways, I'm going to leave that one in there. We will see, and I will manage the risk. Yes, I will. So bottom forming on Ethereum here. Looks like Ethereum wants to take a leg up, and if I had to guess, right, higher highs, higher lows. Next stop minimum, 382. 1671, I would say there's probably, good chance for a bounce there. So let's get into our Bitcoin analysis today. We talked about it yesterday. The daily volatility is, and we did say, hey, look, if we pop back down here, not going to look good for, it's not going to look good. This signature down is bad. So we need to cross up today, the weekly 24,000. We need to cross above 24,000 today. We need the payrolls number to really go in our favor. A closure above these wicks here on S&P is bullish. And to me, that at least gives us a drive up there. So let's do a target on. So we hit the 1618 to a T. So very similar to NASDAQ, which popped up. And I do believe, I don't know what Apple's earnings were yesterday, but I can't believe all the FUD out there. Here's what I'm going to throw up here. Another indicator I like to use called the HPDR indicator. Won't get too deep into what this is, but we are potentially looking at what here? So the range here on the S&P between 42.42 and 46.80, and it does look like volatility is increasing. Not really helpful on this one. On the day, we'll cross down below 41.84 today. So it looks like we do need this rally. If it wants to go higher, today's the day, right? And Friday has been a pretty lucky day for Bitcoin. We've been holding the line in the sand. As long as we're closing dailies above that 22.3 pivot, I'm looking at this as more likely to head onwards and upwards and, start to cross back to the upside. We're still in the critical zone, still in the bullish control zone. And if we do confirm, well, we already did confirm this as a local low. So, bullish divergence, one drive, probably already got the move. So let's take a look at the HPDR and see if we're getting any more sell signals. So yeah, top side of the range coming in at 25,000. I've been talking about that number for some time and saying this, look, very, very likely making a, Powell was pretty bullish yesterday. Powell was pretty bullish. And this was the, after reviewing his statements yesterday, what did I write down here? I wrote it down. I took a video of it. And basically, what happened? I took a video. We're going to play a clip of it later today. But in a sense, he said, we don't agree with the market because we are pricing in more rate hikes through the end of the year. Like 2 more rate hikes through the end of the year, right? We're at 4.75%. That's crazy. That's high. That does line up with the bond market popping up a little bit, right? Popping up a little bit. So I'm just checking in on some of those bond years. The 2-year bond yields are looking to come down. When there's dollar liquidity in the market, bond yields are looking to come down. So when bond yields come down, risk goes on, guys. Why? Because why are you going to buy a 2-year bond at, well, right now it's at 4%. I mean, that still looks pretty nice, right? But look at this. Look at this. This is volatility is about to expand. We're in a downtrend on the daily now. Lower lows, lower highs, and trend to continue. If we do break this level, yeah, it looks like we're going to come down to 3.69. So, oops. Now, if we do form a local low, it all depends on these numbers today, right? So, non-farm ISM hourly earnings, that's a good one. But non-farm payrolls, previous expectation is 190. Unemployment rate is 3. So they're projecting it to go up. Yeah, because jobs have been, basically sturdy and healthy, and jobs have been pretty girthy lately and showing some strength. Non-farm payrolls for, participation rate, government payrolls, who cares about those? Average hourly earnings. We should just look at Pelosi. What is she buying today? What is Pelosi buying today? I think there's some new bill they're talking about, not allowing people like Pelosi to make investments, which I'm sure that won't stop her. But needless to say, if non-farm payrolls, we'll just read it out here and I'm going to let you guys go. A higher than expected, figure would be bullish for the dollar. Lower than expected figure, bearish for the dollar. So if I would say this today, guys, one of two things needs to happen. Either Bitcoin, I would say it needs to rally today. If we close anywhere below this line today, I'm looking for a run back to the bottom side of the range, minimum. 4 hour, Stokes are down, volatility decreasing. Yeah, it looks like it wants to bounce right now. Top side of the range, making higher lows and higher highs. Yep, and pretty much, as long as we don't have a 4 hour closure below the last higher low, if we start to lose that region at, call it 23,000, probably going to get a run back to the bottom side of the range here. And at this level, 22.3 gets lost. Well, the purple 200 coming in there to govern the peace and prosperity. And you can see coming back from this low, even right here, several drives of hidden bullish divergence. I mean, multiple drives, right? So if we confirm this in 4 minutes, any kind of a closure above 23,581, I'd confirm this as a local low and look for a minimum of a shot to the top side of the range. If you want to be a little more aggressive and use our 4-drive philosophy, which says we're going to get a shot to the 1618, I'm just going to move this one down. I'm going to say that's Bitcoin's target right there, 24,697. And, you know, close enough is close enough, guys. If you really want to draw the line in the sand right now and say, I'm aggressive, I need to take a trade, any kind of a closure above here at 23,568, I'm looking for a run. Dare I say it, 24,697. If we lose this region, we're coming down to that green 55. I mean, there's still, you know, chances here. Volatility's down. But what I see here is coming all the way back from this pivot right here, right? We got, so I'm going to mark it off, hidden bullish and bearish divergence. Again, if you want to get the keys to the kingdom in regards to how to use this, right? What do you see here? Boom. Okay, I'll tell you what I see. One, 2, 3, 4, that'll be 5. So you might just call this one low, right? I mean, is this really a low? This is a low. 1, 2, 3. This would be your 4th drive. And yes, I am looking for a drive up into this box. Where's the invalidation come? Any kind of a closure back below this pivot at 22,983. As long as the bearish divergence does play out and the dollar does come back down, again, let's throw up Dixie here. And Dixie's being a little beast here. He's kind of going up and down and sideways and throwing everybody around. But hey, the overall trend is down. Let the trend be your friend till the end of the trend. And I'm sorry this video is a little bit longer than expected, but I hope the information is helpful. Again, if you want to get the hidden bullish and bearish divergence chart, the cheat sheet, so you can begin to identify these things. And again, what is that? Price is making higher lows, coming all the way back from this pivot right here, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low. And then from this pivot right here, and again, these signals work a little bit better when you're coming from a low region, right? In the critical zone down here, right? When you get those bullish divergence drives, right? Look at that. So the move isn't going to be as big. I think we are, you know, running out of a bit of a gas in the tank here. And yeah, that would be right into this high. Going to get some resistance, waiting for the pullback. Patience is key. How's my Adams doing? How's my Adam doing? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Almost a bullish engulfing. Come on, Adam. Go. Go. Put in a rally. However, you know, I do like... Oh, see, if we just tick below here. There goes all my profits on this guy. So, I'm really cutting it close. Anyways, hope you guys have a blessed and highly favored day. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.